What is up, guys? I am back with another video, and today I'm going to have my first series review on the channel for Attack on Titan: No Regrets. This video was supposed to come out on Monday, so sorry for the late upload. It's now coming out on Wednesday, the same day I upload my 5 Punch first impressions. A few things to note that are different from my single volume reviews that I do for The Promised Neverland at the moment. Firstly, I'll always tell you how long a series is and how much it will cost if you pay full retail, and also kind of which formats you can pick it up in as well. Also, I won't be giving it a score out of 10, which I was previously going to do, simply because I might look back at a review and think that I gave a series too high or too low a score. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into my Attack on Titan: No Regrets review. So you can pick up, it's a 2-volume series that you can pick up for £9.99 if you're in the UK, or it's $11 for a volume. So it comes out to pretty much £20 or $22. So there. You could also pick it up in a recently released, I think maybe earlier this year, full colour edition, which is how I'd recommend buying it. It's just one volume, it costs £15. I'm not sure how many dollars. And it just gives you the full thing in one volume. So it's cheaper than getting 2 volumes, and it's in full colour. I purchased these before the release of that, so this is how I read it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First, I'll touch on the artwork. The artwork in it is very Attack on Titan-esque. It's very similar to the normal Attack on Titan. I'm personally a fan of the artwork in the normal Attack on Titan, so I wasn't disappointed by this. But if you're not a fan of Attack on Titan artwork, then this probably isn't for you in terms of art. Another thing is, if you're coming here expecting a Levi backstory, as advertised, you won't be disappointed because he's in it a lot. Everything definitely revolves around him. Owen makes a few appearances here and there, but it's mostly about how Levi meets Owen and what he has to do for Owen and stuff like that, and how he meets him. The other two characters, main characters, are Isabel and Furlan, which are the two characters that are with Levi at the beginning of the story before he joins the Survey Corps. So yeah, if you're coming here looking for a Levi story, you definitely won't be disappointed. But the two characters that I talked about before, Isabel and Furlan, are hit with the main problem when making a backstory on a character, is that we obviously know that those two characters aren't in the main series. So we kind of care less for them, because you obviously know they're either going to die or they leave to not be part of the main series. That kind of removes any kind of enjoyment of the character. I wouldn't say it removes enjoyment, but I'd say it makes you care less about them. And eventually, when the deaths do come in this for those two characters, it's very much expected in the world of Attack on Titan. What is done well by the mangas is seeing how Levi deals with it. It's not dissimilar to the way he deals with the deaths of the Levi squad in Attack on Titan, but I guess there's a bit more emotion shown within it. And you can kind of see how when his Levi squad dies, he's kind of lost all emotion, because he's seen, or his two best friends at the time, two people they cared about, die in front of his eyes. So Levi's definitely handled well in this. It's definitely the Levi that we're used to. And at the time that I read this, Levi was my favourite character in the media of anime and manga, so obviously that helped. I would say if you're not a fan of Attack on Titan at all, and you don't know about the character of Levi, I wouldn't really recommend to read this, because you won't really get as much enjoyment out of it as if you're a massive fan of Levi and he was your favourite character in Attack on Titan, for example, as is the case with me. So yeah, definitely get the normal Attack on Titan first and get into it, and then when you meet the character of Levi, come back and read this and you'll kind of enjoy it more and appreciate it more. So I definitely recommend it right now to fans of Levi and who like his character. But even if you're a slight fan of Attack on Titan, maybe, but you do really like the character of Levi, then yeah, definitely give this series a shot, because it is enjoyable. The artwork, like I said, is very similar to Attack on Titan. So if you don't like that artwork, you're unlikely to like this. But I guess if you're coming here to look for a lot of Erwin as well, you won't really find it as enjoyable because Erwin isn't a very important part of the story. But the character interaction between Levi and Erwin, and also Levi's two friends that he's with at the beginning, are very interesting. And it's just nice to have a backstory and a character. So I look forward to getting the other Attack on Titan backstory, which is Lost Girls, which I think focuses on Annie and Mikasa, if I'm correct. But yeah, so I definitely recommend this if you're a fan of Attack on Titan. I know this is a bit of a short review, but I don't really want to go into too much details about the storyline itself. I mean, if you prefer me to just completely go through details for further reviews, or if in future reviews you prefer me to go into more detail about the series, then let me know. But I didn't really want to spoil too much of the story in this case because I'm not really sure what you guys like from the reviews. Another thing I'll do at the end of these series reviews is show you guys, I'll tell you guys which series I'm going to be reviewing next. So in this case, the next series I'm going to be reviewing is the 2-in-1 complete volume of All You Need Is Kill, with art by Takeshi Obata. Obviously, he does art on Death Note, Platinum End, and Bakuman. So yeah, that's going to be my next series review. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. I've read it already. I'm probably just going to reread it to remember some stuff. So it shouldn't be too long for the review to come out. Other than that, have a great day. Peace.